myself is Dr. Kausar Unnisa, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce and Management. So in the previous class we discussed about the overhead cost control. It's primary distribution over summary as well as the secondary distribution method in that both simultaneous. I'm going to have a class on machine hour. So let us what we mean by this machine hour rate. So machine hour rate is nothing but the cost of operating the machine for 1 hour. The machine hour is calculated by dividing the total amount of factory overheads incurred in running the machine in a particular period by the total number of working hours of the machine during the period. The expenditure incurred for operating the machine are classified into two categories. For these fixed expenses are we can call it as standing charges. So they are all depreciation on insurance for machine, direct wages, lighting, manufacturing expenses, and miscellaneous rent, canteen expenses, supervision expenses. And then we are going to come across towards the variable expenses. They can also be called as fluctuating or machine charges. They are depreciation on machine, repairs and maintenance charges, power, steam, and water. So the expenditure which are incurred in common for more than one machine have to be distributed on the following expenses. So whatever the expenses they are going to be incurred, they have to calculate on the basis of the allocation. That is, depreciation on plant and machinery will be allocated on cost of machine, repairs will be on cost of machine, power on the basis of HP of units, depreciation on land and building on the area occupied or space occupied, insurance, the charges will be allocated on cost of machine, indirect wages on the basis of direct wages, lighting will be on light points, miscellaneous expenses on direct wages, rent will be on area occupied or space occupied, canteen will be on number of workers. So while calculating the machine hour rate, first we have to calculate the depreciation. You know the depreciation amount to calculate the formula rate here. That is the cost of asset minus scrap divided by life of asset. For the calculation of this depreciation, freight and installation expenses, we have given in the question, it also has to be added to the cost of asset. Let us see a problem here how to calculate the machine hour rate. So here they are given a department has 3 machines. Calculate the machine hour rate for each department on the basis of following information. For all the 3 machines, what all the expenses have been incurred, they have given the table. That is, depreciation on machine is 12,000 rupees, depreciation on machine is 1,880, the repairs on machine is 4,000, insurance for machine is 800, indirect wages will be 6,000, power is 6,000, lighting will be 800, and miscellaneous expenses will be 4,200. And the next, the details what has been given here for the allocation of the expenses above what we shown in the table. That is direct wages for all the 3 machines they have given. Direct wages incurred for machine A, B, C, that is 1,200, 2,400 for B and C. The power consumption in the form of units, 30,000 for machine A, 10,000 for B machine, and 20,000 for C machine. And for the number of workers also working in A machine are 4, B and C are 8 workers. The light point what they are using for the machine A is 8, for B machine is 24, for C machine is 40. And the area occupied in the form of square feet for the machine is 400 square feet, is 800 square feet, and C is 800 square feet. And the cost of machine, the value of the asset of the A machine is 30,000, B is 1,20,000, and C is 1,50,000. And the number of hours worked the machine is 200 hours A machine, 300 hours B and C machine. Now we have to calculate the machine hour rate. When we are going to calculate the machine hour rate, we know that what all the fixed expenses as well as the variable expenses. So this table is showing the calculation of machine hour rate. So when we are going to calculate, first we have to see how many columns has to be drawn. So one will be the particulars, the total expenses they have spent it, and the third will be the basis of allocation, and all the 3 machines, that is B, B and C. Total we have 6 columns that has to be drawn for the calculation of machine hour rate. Let us calculate what are the fixed cost just by seeing the expenses which has been incurred. So we know that the things has to be allocated as well as how we used to do in primary and secondary. The same manner the allocation also has to be done. So the first expenses we take, that is depreciation on machine, that is 12,000. So depreciation on machine, how to calculate means, see here they have given in the table, the depreciation on machine, it has to be allocated on the basis of space occupied. The space or the total value of depreciation, depreciation on machine, that comes under, so it comes under variable cost. Depreciation on building will be shown on the fixed cost. So depreciation on machine, that is the amount that one, that is 12,000 here. That depreciation on depreciation on machine, that is 12,000. So as depreciation on machine is a variable cost, so it has to be shown in the variable cost. That is depreciation machine 12,000. It has to be allocated on the basis of cost of machine. See the second table what they have given regarding the cost of machine. The ratio has to be calculated here. So the ratio for the depreciation on machine, the cost of machine is 1:4:6. Now we have allocated the depreciation on machine is 1,091 for a machine, 4,363 for B, and 6,546 for the C. Let us then take the second expenses, that is depreciation on building, which is the fixed cost because of building. So it has to be shown in the fixed cost. So it is being allocated on the basis of space occupied. The ratio what they have given here, that is 400 is to 800 is to 800. It is nothing but 1:2. So total 2,880 is being allotted on the basis of 1:2. So the value will be 576 for a machine, 1,152 for B, 1,152 for C. And let us take the third one, that is the repairs on machine. As it is an indirect expenses, so we have to show in the heading of variable cost, the repairs on machine, that is of 4,000. We have allotted on the basis of cost of machine, that is 1:4:6. That is 364 for A, 1,454 for B, and 2,180 for C. Let us will take the third one, that is insurance for machine. As insurance is a fixed cost, it has to be shown in the fixed cost today. That is of 800, it has to be allocated on cost of machine. That is the cost of machine ratio. Here we have calculated, that is 1:4:6. That is 73 rupees for A, 291 for B, and 436 for C. Let us take the next, that is indirect wages again the fixed cost. So 6,000 it has to be allocated on the basis of direct wages. The direct wages ratio will be here 12:1.22.22. That is nothing but 1:2:2. That is 1,200, 2,400, and 2,400. And the next will be, that is the power. Power is a variable cost, so it has to be shown in the variable cost table. That is 6,000. It has to be allocated on the basis of light points. So 1:6, 3,000, 1,000, and 2,000. The next one will be the lighting. Lighting is a fixed cost 800. So light points on the basis has to be allocated 1:3:6. That is 8. And the last they have given, that is miscellaneous expenses. Again it is a fixed cost, that is 4,200. We have allotted on the basis of direct wages 1:2. The value will be 840,680 and 1,680. See, after allocating all the expenses whatever they have been given on the basis of the table values. So again what we'll have to do, again we have to total the fixed cost. Let us be considered as A value, the total value. Similarly, we have to total the variable cost also. It is being denoted as B. Then we have to calculate the total cost of both fixed as well as the variable. It is 7,224, 12,580, 16,879. Then when we are going to calculate the machine overhead, the formula is total cost divided by number of machine hours worked. So it is nothing but total cost will be 7,224 divided by the machine hours worked they have given in the table. That is 200, 300, and 300. It should be divided to the total cost. Then for 1 hour the rate of machine will be, that is 36 rupees 12 paisa. For B machine is 41 rupees 93 paisa. And for 1 hour the machine rate is 56 rupees 25 paisa. So this is how we have to calculate regarding the machine hour rate. So let us go for the certain problem here which has been given in the year June 2006, that is in section. So cost of machine is 22 lakhs, installation charge is 20,000, estimated scrap value also given, that is the number of years, 15 years, scrap is 10,000. Rent for the shop per month, they have given 400, general renting the shop per month is 600, insurance premium for the machine 920 per month annum, repair expenses per annum is 12,000, power they have given for 1 hour 10 units consumption will be there, the rate of power for 100 units, the value is 40 rupees. Estimated working hours per annum is 2,000, the machine hours, that is shop supervisors salary per month is 1,200. The machine is occupied among the entire total area, the machine occupies only 1/4. Then the supervision devotes 1/3 of his time to the machine. Now we have to calculate the depreciation value based on cost of machine installation charges, what they have given, and the scrap value should be deducted. So for the cost of machine, the installation charges has to be added 2 lakh plus 20,000 becomes 2 lakh 20,000. The scrap value will be 10,000 should be deducted from that divided by 15. We are going to calculate the what is depreciation. That is for annum. And also here they have given me the question that is rent also per month. The question if we are going to calculate machine hour rate, that is for per month, the entire value should be divided by 12. If we are calculating for per annum, so whatever the values they have given in the form of month should be multiplied with 12. So rent for the shop per month is 400, but into 12 if you are going to calculate, we will get for 1 year. Similarly, for lighting charges also per month they have given 100. For insurance no need to calculate because the entire value is given for 1 year. Repair for expenses also 2,000 they are given, that is 1 year. Power should be calculated. And also regarding the supervisor's salary, he is going to have his sharing his time, that is of only 1/3 for the machine supervision. And also the machine is occupying 1/4, that is for the calculation of rent has to be considered. Let us we have to calculate one by one. First we are going to calculate the depreciation. Depreciation equals cost of asset minus scrap divided by life of asset. So the cost of value is 2 lakhs plus 20,000 cost of installation. Then the total value will be 2 lakhs and 20,000. Scrap should be deducted 10,000 divided by estimated life is 15 years. So 220 minus 10 will become 2 lakh 10,000 divided by 15 years is 14,000 per annum. We need to calculate it here, that is machine hour per machine hour rate per machine rate per hour. So if you are going to calculate machine rate per hour means we have to calculate total depreciation by the estimated working hours for 1 year. So the total depreciation for 1 year it is 14,000. The number of working hours of the machine for 1 year is 2,000. For 1 hour the machine hour rate of depreciation is 7. So in the same manner we will have to calculate for the power. So the question they have given regarding the power. So for 1 hour 10 units consumption is going to be rate per power per 100 units is 40 rupees. So 100 units 40 rupees means. So for 1 hour how many units of consumption is going to be taken place? It's 10 units. So it is what is the value has been calculated for 100 units 40 rupees means for 10 units how much? Then 40 into 10 divided by 4, therefore the power rate is 4 rupees per annum. And the next thing is that we have to segregate again, we have to prepare the table, one is particular, one is amount column. Then we have to calculate for first what are all the fixed costs, then the variable cost. Then just by seeing the expenses, whatever they have given, whether it is the depreciation relating to building means it is fixed, if it is relating to machine means it becomes variable cost. See the first question, these are all the first three relating to the depreciation. Already calculated the depreciation, that is 7 rupees. They are showing the depreciation, that is 7 rupees. See this machine hour rate is calculated for 2,000 working hours. In the same next rent for the shop per month they have given, as rent is a fixed cost, so it has to be shown fixed. Per month is 400, we have to multiply with 12, it will become for 1 annum into, they have given the area occupied of the machine is only 1/4, so it has to be considered into 1/4. So 400 into 12, that is 2,400, 4,800 into only 1/4 of the value has to be taken because the machine installation has occupied the space of only 1/4. So the value will become is 1200 for 1 year. Then if you are going to divide for the number of working hours, that is of machine, that is 2000, we are going to get what is the machine hour rate, that is for 1 hour the machine hour rate is. Similarly, we have to calculate the next thing, that is the general rate for the stock per month with the head one. So per month means again lighting is fixed, so 600 into 12 into lighting also the head one, that is of only 1/4 unit consumption has been taken place for the machine. So the value of machine hour rate, that is 1800 into 2000 working hours is 90 paisa. And the next point what they have given, that is insurance, again it is a fixed cost. So here already the insurance value itself is for 1 year. So it has to be divided only for by number of working hours, that is 2000. So machine hour rate of insurance is 46 paisa. And the next is power repairs expenses. They have given as repair is a what? The variable cost repairs of machine, it is 2000 rupees divided by total working hours is 2000 machine hours, so 1 rupee for 1 hour. And the next thing is they have given, that is relating to the power, already we calculated for 1 hour what is the value, that is the power is 4 rupees for 1 hour. And the next is the supervisor's salary. They have given regarding the supervisor's salary, it is fixed. So salary per month they have given, that is 1200, we have to calculate for 1 year into 12, means the supervisor's salary is also be given for taking care of the machine or supervising for the machine, means he is going to spare his time of only 1/3 of his time. So we have to multiply only for the 1/3. So 1200 into 12 into 1/3 divided by the 2000 here. The value is 2 rupees 40 paisa. So 2 by 40 paisa. Now all the expenses we have shown for the calculation. So let us calculate what is the machine hour rate of both the fixed as well as the variable cost. So total fixed cost is 4 rupees 36 paisa and the total variable cost is 12 rupees. So both total fixed and variable cost of the total value of the cost is 4.36 and 12 rupees is 16 rupees 36 paisa. So before we have to calculate the machine hour rate. Let us go for the third question. Again, we'll see what is the third question we have given. The following particulars are relating to the processing machine. This is a technical material. The cost of machine is 10,000. Estimated life is 10 years. Scrap is 1,000. And also they have given yearly working time is 50 weeks of 44 each, 2,300 hours. Machine maintained for maintenance is for 200 hours per annum. Setting up of time is 5% of the total productive, but for setting up of time, 5% it becomes unproductive time, so it has to be minimized. So electricity is 16 units per hour is 10 paisa per unit. Chemical required weekly, the head is 20. Maintenance cost for 1 year is 1,200 rupees. And attenders, 2 attenders, they are controlling the output of the machine together with the other 6 machines on the weekly basis of rupees 1,000. Departmental overheads allocated to the machine is 2,000 per annum. Now we have to calculate what is the machine hour rate. Let us first calculate what is the total working hours they have not given. So let us calculate relating to the total working hours. So the total working hours in the question is 2,200 hours. That is for minutes. In that maintenance they have given, so the maintenance hours is 200, so it has to be minimized. So it has to be deducted. So actual working hours is 1,000. Now the working hours of the machine for 1 year is 2,000. Again we have to calculate the depreciation, that is 10,000 estimated like 10 years, scrap is 1,000. So here depreciation equals cost of asset minus scrap by life of asset. 10,000 minus 1,000 divided by 10 years is 900 is the value of depreciation. That is for 1 year if you are going to calculate for 1 hour, so it should be divided by 2,000 hours. Therefore depreciation rate per hour is 45 paisa. Let us we have to calculate, that is the calculation of bar. So for 1 hour they have given 16 units per hour, it is 10 paisa per unit. So 1 hour 16 units means, so we are using out of 2000 working hours in a year. So every time when you are going to start setting up of time is 5%, it becomes unproductive. So it should be deducted. That is 2000 minus 5%. So we will get the total number of hours is 1900 hours. We have to calculate what is the power consumption rate per hour. So 16 into 1900, that will become 30,400 units for 1 year. If for 1 unit it is 10 paisa means for 30,400 units is 3040. So rate per hour for 1 hour the consumption of the power will be 1 rupee 52 paisa. Let us we have to allot all the expenses in the fixed and variable. So let us will take first, that is regarding to the depreciation. So what we calculated here, the depreciation value is 45 paisa per hour. So it has to be shown in the variable cost, that is 45 paisa. Similarly, we have calculated that is depreciation was over, and relating to the electricity, that is the power also we have calculated. See the power consumption again in the variable cost that we calculated is 1 rupee 52 paisa per hour. It has to be shown 1 rupee 52 paisa. And the next thing is that chemical required weekly is 20, as it is the fixed cost has to be shown 20 into how many weekly wages weekly, how many weeks in a year means, that is 50 weeks. The machine is going to work, that is 50 from 20 rupees into 50,000 divided by 2000 hours is 50 paisa for 1 hour, the rate of shift. And also they have given the question, that is the machine maintenance 200 hours per annum. So maintenance cost is 1200 rupees. So it is a fixed. For 1 year it is 2200 means divided by the number of working hours 2000 hours, 60 paisa per hour. Again the thing they have given, that is regarding the wages of the two attenders, those who are going to operate of rupees 140 here. The operators, those who are two attenders, that is 140 rupees for each days for two attenders into 15 days divided by 7 days in a week. So the value will be 2000 divided by total working hours for 2000 will be 150. And the next in department overheads, they have given, that is 2000 rupees per annum, as it is a overheads are fixed cost here, departmental overheads. So 2000 divided by 2000 hours will be 1. So in the same manner how we calculated, we calculate the total fixed cost as well as the total variable cost. Then we are going to calculate what is the machine hour rate. As here we are already divided by the total working hours, no need to calculate. Just we should add what is the total variable cost, that will be the machine hour rate. So here the total fixed cost is 3 rupees 10 paisa per 1 hour. Variable cost is 1 rupee 97 paisa per hour. Then the machine hour rate is 5 rupees 7 paisa. So this is how we have to calculate the